Shout out to everybody here on the live. Check. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'm here, baby. I'm here. Sorry about that. Always some issues. Let's bounce back into the crib. Let me take you into that Airbnb. I'll show you what I just did, though. I literally just got up, went like this, and walked right into this glass door. Bang my foot, bang my face, bang my knee. Pretty good. And so, yeah. I woke up this morning and the live stream wouldn't work. My computer. Let me bring down the music. So I woke up this morning getting ready to stream like I do every morning. Ready to go. Super excited, everything looking good. Open up my computer like I've done at many Airbnbs in my life, right? I have the setup the way, I didn't change anything. However, last night, I decided that I was gonna compress some files and send them to my team because I want to be over advantageous. So at 12:45 a.m., I'm still trying to work and send files to my team so they can put more stuff on social media, get more things out. So I do that, all right? And as I compress about 10 files, it's compressing, and then it says 15 seconds left, and it sits there, and it sits there, and it sits there, and it sits there. And I think eventually I say, okay, I'm just gonna go upstairs and, go to the bathroom, do a few things, and, when I come back, it's gonna be fine. And I get back, and actually, I can't remember what happened last night. If it ended or if it didn't end. And I think I just left it and went to sleep. I woke up that morning, my computer was in sleep mode. I turned it on. Things seem okay, but it's acting real slow. Like every time I touch things, they're not like going fast. Like windows aren't moving. And then I open up my stream software and it's completely garbage. Like it's like even the transitions are not happening like at all. Like, and then I'm trying to play files, no files are playing. I'm like, and then I try to use my computer and literally I can't even use the charts because my mouse is moving so slow when I've turned on the streaming software that there was no way I was going to be able to chart. So I'm sitting there like, I won't be able to do this. And so I opened up OBS thinking, fine, Streamlabs is, maybe I got an update. Sometimes Windows updates on its own, and you got to just go back to Streamlabs or something. So I get rid of OBS, and I go to Streamlabs. Or I went from Streamlabs OBS to OBS. Still was bogged down, not as bad, but wasn't going to make it. Like, it wasn't going to be able to do the show. Wasn't going to happen. So I sat there pretty freaked out. Like, what's going to happen to my show? What's going to happen to my streak? What am I going to do? My tech guy came on and said, dude, I'll run through your whole computer. Give me TeamViewer. And I just started unplugging everything out of my computer one by one. I eventually got the hard drive off. And then I went outside just to take a breath during this 10 minutes. And I walked into that glass door right there behind me. And my knee, man, is like killing me right now. Like I literally, man, who walks into a glass door? Like what kind of moron does that? Like what kind of idiot does that? Seriously, Muser. What's wrong with me? Man, it shows I'm just overworked, bugging out. Let's get into Bitcoin. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless all of you. Thank you for jumping on in. I don't even have the chat out yet. Let me see what's going on with the chat. Appreciate you all for being here. May God bless you all for jumping on into the live. Old man. I know, right? Dude, my knee hurts bad. Like, I pulled it up like I was walking. Thank God I didn't break the glass. I went right into a glass door, man. My knee hurts so bad right now. Pounding in pain. No lie. I don't like this beat because this beat sounds like a broken beat. It just doesn't do it. I don't like broken beats personally. I don't. It's not my thing. All right. I'm just being honest. Okay. Okay. I reloaded. Shout out to all my lifers out here. 249 lifers, 147 people on the likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? Your knee hit a point of resistance. It definitely did. Put a pillow under your knees when sleeping. Decompress the joints. Thank you for saying that. I will do that tonight. Sending you healing vibrations. Thank you. I think I'll be fine within the end of this because of you. You got another knee. Yeah, I got two. Okay. Saw you on Andy's stream this morning, Lifer. You should collaborate. He mentioned it. Okay. I will. I was waiting for him to mention me, but then I had to start my stream. I don't like watching his TA, though, because me and his TA somehow so similar that it'll get in my head. So, like, I'd like his TA, but I only watch him, like, once or twice a month because I like my own journey. You know what I mean? I like to find, like, sometimes he sees something that I find later on. I'm like, I like to find my own things. Anyway, yeah. So, looking, I was looking at this as a possible shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, even though it was messy. And there was an M here, and we did dump to the downside, but we bounced back up. We have heavy resistance on the 7-minute time frame, as you can see here. Heavy resistance on the 7-minute time frame. Yes, I got my VIP Web 3. I want to put it on, but like you have to put it on. Once it's on forever. And it's like you can't take it off. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I want to make it just small enough, right? I don't want to cut off the circulation. So you can like pull that, try to get your hand in there. I don't even know. I probably just made it too small to get my hand in now. Just small enough so it can't come off on its own, right? Like maybe one more. There you go. Now I'm ready to go. Women's Web 3, VIP. All right. I was at the VIP party last night. It was insane. It's a good time. Shout out to Crypto Chick. Shout out to Crypto Magazine for letting me in. They got me the hookup. Crypto Chick. Shout out to Shauna. I love you, Shauna. She's been a Crypto Lifer since day one when I had like 100 lifers. She's been in there since day one, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And we've been covering the Decentral Miami. We're going to do Women's Web 3 Summit for the next 2 days. Look out for more awesome talks, more fireside discussions, some more BitBoy footage if you like that. It was awesome. We got some real action going on. So look, I'm going to break it down. So remember, we called this, we said watch this flag last night. Said it could break to the upside, go sideways, or we could break down. I said I was more bearish than bullish because we aren't able to get above the zone. I said, but if we get above the point of control, everything could change. And I said, watch this flag on the 7. The 7 could change the whole game for us. All right. And it did. It did exactly what we, had ourselves ready for. All right. We were projected for this theory, and we were there for it. We nailed it. So, not too shabby, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. How's the music? Let me check with my crew. How's that music? We got David Kendall. Who we got on the seat on the blue crew here? We got David Kendall. Dang, glass houses. You're funny, man. People in glass houses shouldn't walk through the door. I want the down arrow, make it smaller. There you go. That's good enough. Music all good. Sounds good. Okay, awesome. Ripple is plotting a private version of the public open source XRP ledger that provides central banks a secure, controlled, flexible solution for insurance and management of digital currencies. Ripple is amazing. They're going to do something awesome. Rapper Life, dang, Crypto Rapper. You guys are hilarious. I was there since day one, too. Sergu Makana, you really were, man. You're one of the first people ever in there. Sergu, I say that. Crypto Face did trade online and was shocked himself how fast it got up. Yeah, had you been with me, you would have been able to figure this out, right? And so we even had the measured move. I drew this white line. How did I know where Bitcoin was going to go? I just took the measured move, which was wick to wick. I go wick to wick, all right? I found out the algorithms go wick to wick. I've tried so many different things that most people have never even thought about, and I figured out a lot of things that the algorithms do that most people don't know. So trust me, you can learn a lot by just hanging out. I'm telling you right now, all right? You can learn a lot from just hanging out. So let's break it down now. So now you can see, let's look at the bigger time frames. Well, I'll look at the nitty gritty. We'll look at the bigger time frames on another scale here. So like on another chart. So right now we're looking for Bitcoin. Is it getting rejected? Remember the 8s? Remember how I talk about the 8s? Isn't it funny? How many days do I bring up the 8s? 16,008, 17,008. All the 800s are significant areas of support and resistance. We must get back above these areas to get it in. So we're looking at this right here, and it's possible that we're still kind of in this right shoulder. I'm going to take this away. It's messy, but I did see that, and honestly, it was kind of here, and then the M was there, and it was likely we're going to lose this point of control. Then we hit the point of control again. Look at the resistance, bounce back up, resistance. We have heavy resistance there at 16,892, and now we're back at 16,800. Bitcoin not able to get. Look at this bearish divergence here that I had pointed out. It's small. It's subtle, but it still is there. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down at the top of the 7-minute here on the left side. And, that kind of created the cascading down. And a lot of times you can see, I've seen bullish divergence on the 7-minute that created a huge move for Bitcoin to the upside. So if I've seen that, then I must, that's the thing. If you find truths, once you reverse the truth, that also must be somewhat true or possibly to be true. So the idea is, could this bearish divergence in the 7-minute cascade us even lower? It could. It could be the beginning of a lower move. All right, so I just want to make that clear in case you didn't know. There's two ways to throw up the VRVP. Just so you know, you can always grab the VIX volume profile range here from the left side and slap it on. It's going to give you a more like, what I like about it is it grabs the liquidity from this side on. You're always just trying to grab how many bars are inside the zone. That's what it's doing. Everyone's always like, why is it moving when I move? Because it's moving over the liquidity zone. If you add more liquidity, like if I add more bars to the window, then this is going to change because then there's going to be a different area of control. That makes complete sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you, okay? Remember, we were one of the few people, too, that gave you this giant inverted head and shoulder here for Bitcoin before it happened. See, that's the thing. Everyone says, oh, look at this, but did they give it to you before it happened? That's the question. We projected it here. Because I've seen so many of them, once I was here, I was projecting the right shoulder, you know. You start projecting it right here when it's half done because you've seen it so many times. You're like, well, the only way we can get out, and that's how that open mind begins to work. And, you know, and lo and behold, we did break out of this inverted head and shoulder to the upside, okay, to the upside. And that's why when you play around projection and always have a bunch of different shapes in your mind and head, that's how you gain an edge on the rest of the people in the market because they can't see this. They can't see that. And they're not open-minded to know it's even possible. It's going to take, like, you know, someone to open up their mind, like the Matrix. That's why my trading group is very similar to Neo, Morpheus. You meet me, I'm Morpheus, and I bring you in, and I basically give you that red pill, man. And you will never be the same. Never be the same about how you feel about yourself. You're an infinite being that can do anything you want with your life. If anyone tells you different, they're just negative, and they don't believe that, you know. And honestly, what a beautiful thought to think we all have so much talent and so much to give to the earth, you know. Why would God make trash? Just wouldn't make sense to me. Like, why would it you know, some giant being that we don't really know what it is, or if it might just even be energy. Could be an energetic force that's just so aligned with math that we feel the vibration. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks it has to be this like person in the sky and all that. I'm looking at them like it could literally just be a ball of energy that you align with, like, and it's math. And I realize the universe is math and energy. That's the language of the universe. So once you start speaking in vibration and math and energy, that's the higher power you're connected to. It's not, God doesn't speak the same language, you know, people speak on the street, right? So like, everyone's trying to find a version of God that's like a personal version. And they're like, I don't believe in that. It's like, because yeah, you're looking for a man in the sky with a beard. That's just not. And honestly, everyone's vision of God and a higher power will never be exactly the same. That's just how it is, right? So your truth will be yours, but you want to at least have a positive one, in my humble opinion, right? And when I believe most people are creations of God, I believe that we're in this beautiful universe and a lot of amazing things can happen. So with that, I'd leave with just a positive energy and a positive life, and it really helps me wake up every single day and keep it moving. So whether it's my philosophy, whether it's my way of life, whether it's my thought process, I'm aligned with the higher power that created this universe and is pushing us to progress as best as we can. I believe, you know, I remember Dan Pena, he doesn't really believe in God. Like, you know, he's a billionaire. The guy's, you know, multi-billionaire. He was born an orphan. You can watch him on YouTube all the time. He's out of his mind. He swears all the time, you know, but which I don't agree with, but, you know, he does speak his mind. And he was saying the other day, he's like, I don't know if there's a God. I don't know what there is. He's like, but whatever there is out here. He's like, it wants you to be the best you can ever be. That's it. Like, yeah, there's something in here that makes you want to be the best you could be. And when you're not, you feel it. And you're like, but that's the struggle of trying to get where you want to go, right? So that's kind of the beauty of it all right? Let's get back out of the preaching and back into the chart. So look, we're looking at this flag here on the 30-minute time frame, and this is a nice little bull flag that could break to the upside. We just have this heavy resistance we must break above. Clear as day, right? And I showed it to you on the 7-minute time frame and just want to, you know, break it down. So we have this resistance bar here at 16,891. And let's see if this 30-minute can get us a move on. Let's take a look at our 1-hour time frame. 1 hour is also resetting in a beautiful flag. This is a nice consolidated flag for now, right? What I also like is we have resistance, resistance, resistance. This is an SR flip. We SR flip this level, we can get a big move to the upside. So honestly, right now, the 1 hour is looking like a move. I have to say, you know, because even here, like, this is like a swing down. This is kind of a swing up. It's interesting. You got a little bit of bullish divergence there, even though it's like it's not, you know, the most perfect form. It's a little sketch, but it's pretty good. So we got some bullish divergence forming, and it's almost hidden too, in a way, because see if you swung this up, but you swing this up, that angle is so much sharper than that angle. It's about a class B hidden bullish divergence. However you want to manage that, but So I'm looking for a move to the upside for Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. All right. Remember, we can always heed the double top, and we could even be making a slanted M. So be mindful of this. We'll come up a little higher than the previous high, and it'll still be a slanted M, and we'll break down into this area. What I love about where we're at right now is we have key insight as to how to prepare for a short if possible, and we have key insight as how to make sure that we're in an uptrend, right? Right now we are in an uptrend. Bitcoin I just want to make this really clear, and I'm all about trend analysis. Remember that. We were in a downtrend here, down, up, down, right? Lower high, lower low. Then we made this high that wasn't as high, lower high again. But this was where it all changed. We made this higher low right here. That's, and every time you go, it's kind of like getting on a treadmill, or it's kind of like a little kid that tries up the stairs, or a dog. I'm trying to think of, or let's say a squirrel that goes up a pole, a slippery pole. He makes it, and at one point, he slides back down. He can't get to the top, right? But he keeps trying to make it back up there. And that's kind of similar to, a trend analysis. And you're like, oh, he can't. And so, every time he makes a lower high, he's not getting up there. But what if somehow he makes, he grabs a little piece, or he gets somewhere and he gets a higher high, changes the game. So what we're looking for here is we're looking for Bitcoin to, if it bounces here, this is going to be great. But if it doesn't, we're looking for a retest of this point of control here at 16,500. It's a really nice area, right? And also the fives. It's always, if it's 16,000, it's 16,005, 17,005, right? And then the 800s, and then the next big digit. Where else can they go? They go to the fives, they go to the eights, and they call it a day. I mean, they've been doing it for months now, right? So that's why we have a point of control at 16,500. It's pretty obvious. It's also psychological. People pick that middle area. Humans aren't that different when it comes to numbers. We'll eventually kind of do a lot of the same things. So, look, resistance here. We got to get back above 17,000 to remain bullish. It's that simple, all right? And as you can see here, though, we have a low, we have a high, we have a higher low, we have a higher high. Bitcoin just needs to put in a higher low to remain bullish, and that would be here. What we don't want to see is we don't want to break back inside this pattern. We break back inside this pattern, then everything changes, all right? Everything changes. So we're going to look for this, and we want to make sure that we, so we have 3 levels to watch here. We have the SR flip that we'd like to hold at 16,750, right, which we are right now, graciously, right, with a little bit of bullish divergence and some hope. Now, we lose that, we come to this point of control. 16,005. We lose that. We try to contend with this top trend line, and then we end up back inside the pattern. We end up back inside the pattern. I'll reassess the market. I'll see what's going on. I'll look for an inverted head and shoulders double bottom. We'll look for a top, and we'll figure out where we're likely more going ahead, and then we'll be back inside this tight channel. So far, Bitcoin has broken out. This is a beautiful breakout. Remember, had you bought the fear in that horrible pain day here down to 15,600, you're up $1,200 on the move. So you got to buy the fear to be able to take control of the market. You know what I mean? Not financial advice. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, right? You do whatever makes you happy. But buying fear, notoriously, historically, has been one of the greatest moves that people have made in their lives. And that's just a Warren Buffett idea. You know what I mean? That's just something that most people figure out over time after they get beat down by the universe. So Bitcoin. Measured move for Bitcoin is at 17,568.70 inside of a beautiful flag here. And I see the 1 hour, the 30-minute, even the 15, indecisive, but we could get a move to the upside. So we'll watch this flag for a spike. All right. We'll load up Bookmap and see what Bookmap's doing. Okay, so I'm watching this flag, clear as day. And then I see my areas that I'd like to get a bounce from. It's a pretty, a lot easier of a day than normal, right? For a lot of days, we're just out of control. So we have heavy resistance at 17,025, 17K. We have heavy resistance now here at 16,950. These are local areas that we're having some issues with. A little bit of bearish divergence kicked in. Can this flag play out on the 30, the 1 hour, and get us to break to the upside? Let's take a look at the 2 hour time frame. I don't look at it too much. Looking pretty bearish, okay? Looking pretty bearish. It would have to flip or do something different. This is showing signs of heavy resistance, okay? We could easily break this, and if we get back in here, what's on the table is this measured move all the way back down to 15,150, but not until we break the point of control, not until we get back inside the pattern or or we break this top trend line. So we have a lot. We know exactly what can occur if certain things happens. All right, and that's what I really like about it. It's interesting. Okay. And now Bookmap's having problems today. Maybe I have a file on that hard drive, but now Bookmap doesn't want to load for whatever reason. Saying connection issues to the internet, but we know we're live with full-blown connection. That's the one thing about this place. The internet is beautiful. Could just be a bogged down thing. Let's see if it goes. All my connections are gone. So weird. Something happened to my Bookmap when I did. That's insane. Like, come on, man. Connection failed, huh? And that's Bookmap. I use Bookmap every single day, so I got to figure out what's going on with my Bookmap and get it loaded back up and running. We'll figure it out. That's just another thing I got to do. The work never stops. It never stops. I'm telling you right now. It's weird. This has never happened too. Like, I've been loading up Bookmap perfectly fine without an issue for a long time. So only thing I did differently was pull out that hard drive. They got me today. The tech gods got me today, man, messing with me. Or the tech heebie-jeebies. I don't want to say God because I love one God. But you know what I mean. It's a saying. I shouldn't say it, though. I want to be conscious of all spoken word. DEGO getting a huge move to the upside. It's funny. I was looking at this thing before when it got that little pump. DEGO got a huge move. Cirrus, too. Another like decentralized kind of an idea, right? They're a competitor to Helium Token. I talked about Torum in this flag. I think it was on the live stream. I cannot remember, but I believe it was on the live stream that I went over XTM. I could have done it alone. Every once in a while, I do that alone. Phantom just continued to pump to the upside in the last 8 hours. Booming. What a short. I thought I put a Phantom call out last night. Let me take a look here. Everything's in shambles over here. Okay, let's take a look. Last night in the trading group. Oh, yeah, I was looking at Matic. Let's look at a Matic 3L on KuCoin here over time. Let's see. Didn't do anything. Went flat. 2 hour wants to dump on you. So that's sketchy right now. You know, you didn't. 2 hour looks pretty bad. It does. 1 hour's resetting. A lot of times I don't look at the 2 hour. I just play the 1 hour. But that 2 hour's not looking pretty. All right. Ethereum made a bit of a move. I said watch this flag. It could make a bit of a flag and continue. It did pump out of this giant inverted head and shoulder though. But getting pretty close to the measured move. Seeing them indecision in the market. Still some greenery. Not too shabby. I want to take a look at the BTC pairs. See what's happening with the BTC pairs. Wow, Perp, KNC. Always a little money to be made on those BTC pairs. Phantom even beating up about 7% on Bitcoin, right? Interesting. Phantom getting a revive, right? Getting a lot of people talking about it, getting a move. Like, look at Phantom just continued to go up 15%. That guy did talk about the 7-minute cup and handle. Remember yesterday when he said I scoffed him? But, I mean, he did now. Had you played that cup and handle, you would have gained 15%. And actually, 45% on the 3L token. So, shout out to my man. I think it was James. I forget his name exactly. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you for jumping on in. Cyber Monday over, man. Yeah. And look, where's my top? What? Where's the top banner, man? Oh, I know why. It was connected to the hard drive, and I lost it when I put the hard. I'm going to have to figure out. I don't want to touch. I'm going to delete every file off that hard drive, but every single I plug it into my computer bugs out. I don't even want it in there, you know? That's going to be an hour of technical difficulties that I don't really have time for on this trip. I got one more stream tomorrow morning, and then I'm flying out Friday morning. So, yeah. And how many days are in? Wow, today would be the monthly candle close. I will try to do a stream if I can cram it in at about 11:30 tonight. All right. All right. So everything's in a flag. We have some strong bearish divergence here on the 7, which tells me that we're likely going to roll over. So be careful. The 2-hour doesn't look good for Bitcoin. You know, and the more I kind of look at it and let my mind seep into the subconscious and all the markets that I've seen in my life, I begin to assess. And I believe this is what people come for. They come for the special sauce. They come for like, well, if you've seen so much of the market and you're here every single day, we hope you would have a little bit of a know-how than we do, you know. And that's the key, right? So, I mean, I'm open-minded. So, we'll watch this flag on the 30-minute and the 1-hour time frame. 2-hour, 4-hour, both getting overbought. Not looking too amazing. So, we got a spike. Could be a bear, you know, could be a bull trap. And as I said before, you don't have an aggressive move would go long this flag right now. Very aggressive. But you would have to know it's high risk. Still a bit of a chance that you get that gain, but it's high risk. Very high risk. Better idea is to see if it pop up here, then see the bearish divergence kick in, watch where it comes back down, might make a shoulder head and a shoulder dump to the downside somewhere here, and get back into that retest. So I'm watching my levels of retest, and I'm looking for when they come to them. And that's the thing. I'm already kind of privy to what could be happening. That's the key to being a trader. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to do this whenever I want because I saw the pattern. It's about always being preemptive. It's about always setting up for the next move. It's about always getting ready for the next idea and having 2 or 3 on the plate. So, and then as the price starts to go one way, you delete the other ones. Very similar to how Bitcoin works in Bitcoin mining. A bunch of computers try to get to the transactions in the pool, right? Someone has 90 of them. Someone has 80 of them. Some of them have the same transactions. But eventually one wins the block. And when one wins the block, the other ones disappear and they go back in trying to figure out what block they're going to make it into as unconfirmed transactions. So you have all the it's not exactly the same, but it's like, you know, projections, right? You have the projections of what could happen. All the computers try and think they're going to break it, but some don't. And they have to restart from scratch. And so you set all your ideas up and you watch price action. And as price action follows through into one of them, you play it. And what happens is, if you project 2 to 3 plans, like right now I'm projecting a possible M here that could get rejected. I'm also projecting a possible flag to the upside. And you said, but you said 2 things, and then you're going to say you're right when one thing happened. Untrue. I'm going to tell you that this is the measured move. If we hit this, it's going to be like, wow, that's exactly where it should have went, right? There was a chance it could happen. I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I say that every single day on the stream. All these other YouTubers, I think, I know, I believe. I don't do any of that stuff. I just look at the charts every single day, level by level. For instance, if I think or believe Bitcoin's going to 15K and it never breaks this point of control, does it matter what I think? No, like this is a great question, but like if I think, believe, or feel, or read an article, or assume that Bitcoin's going somewhere, 15K, 17K, I know, I just have a feeling, and it never breaks that point of control, it doesn't matter what I feel, it doesn't matter what I think, it doesn't matter what I believe. It's all a bunch of hogwash. Agreed? So why even think, believe, or feel? I'm not saying don't feel, but in technical analysis, it doesn't have a place. Okay? So I was, the best TA guys, man, it's like when people say TA doesn't work, you look at them and you laugh so hard. You're like, then how do we bounce from this high volume node right up to this one then? And how do we gap up through that area if TA doesn't work? How do we have an uptrend here? How do we break out of this to the exact measured move at resistance if TA doesn't work? How do we get above the point of control and boom up to the low liquidity area like I always talk about if TA doesn't work? So how did this inverted head and shoulder break to the upside if TA doesn't work? How did, I can go on and on for days, right? My channel wouldn't exist if TA didn't work. So people wouldn't join my trading group. The TA wouldn't work. My trading group is a proven fact that TA works because people that put it into practice and really get it down, they start changing their lives. I saw a guy turn $5,000 into $288,000. I never verified it. I didn't see it. But I would never think him to be a liar, right? I'm not going to mention him by name, but that's a huge gain. And he was making some serious, 500%, 600%. He was making some serious gains every day. He was doing it. So, I could only, and he was putting in the work too every single day. And he was living in love. So this is your flag. And remember, we may just make an M pattern here. The bigger time frames are not in our favor, and we have to be wary. So we could just make this M, break back to the downside, bounce off the point of control. They might even wick up, wick back down, right? There's a lot of crazy information going on today. We just got to be careful and make sure we know what's going on. All right? And that is what it is. So, for Bitcoin to remain bullish, it must break back above 16,000. It must make a new high, a higher high, you know. It can make a lower high right now, so it's okay if it retraces because that's part of this trend, right? And honestly, I'll end up, look, now we're in this pattern. No one else had this pattern drawn but me now. I'm the first one to draw it. I may be. And honestly, what's creepy about it is it's a rising wedge flag, right? You see it? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That would have a measured move all the way back down here for a double bottom at 15,600. So we must see now I'm projecting a secondary idea. So now I got for you the possible M on the smaller time frame so you can find the resistance. Now I got the idea of where we're going to go if things start to get ugly. So if we break this point of control, if we get back inside this pattern, then we're likely to drop all the way down here to 15,643. And when we're back down there after the pump and everyone's like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, hit my measured move. Exactly. It's like, well, because I've been working my butt off every single day and I'm not taking any time off, right? So you get what you deserve in this life. I'm going to be very honest. You get everything you deserve, whether it's good or bad. So you might as well be a good person and get good things because you're going to get everything that you deserve in this life. This is what it is, all right? Remember that. Just remember that. Okay, yeah. And honestly, anyone out here, if anyone's out here, specifically, I'm talking to BitBoy too, if you're out there hearing this. Tom Crown, anyone out there in Miami, tonight, I would love to take any of you to dinner. Like, seriously, if you're out there, if you're a lifer and you meet me, I'd like to have a big lifer dinner, man. Like, and all expenses paid, baby. I got it. So if anyone wants to hang out with the lifer, do their thing, reach out to me on Telegram, wherever you want, Twitter, wherever you want. I'm going to try to link up and make something happen tonight. So let's do it. I like to start my own parties. I don't like to go to everyone else's parties. I like to start my own parties. That's kind of how I am, Last night was amazing, though. It was legit. Last night, we could talk about it in a second. I'll go over it. It was absolutely absurd. I'm going to go over what happened because I still can't believe what happened last night. It, bugs my mind. Was given $1K for my 1-month son. Looking to build a bag for him. Plan on following the 4-year cycle and put in takeout of alts. Yeah. I had 100 in a dot, but not sure about it now. Where else can I go? That sounds like you're asking financial advice. I'm never going to tell you what to do. You're going to have to just kind of learn yourself, and I'm going to give you the education to teach you. If you didn't think Bitcoin was going to break 50K, would you have bought a full Bitcoin the other day? Oh, Bitcoin's easily going 100K, man. Other YouTubers with larger communities are adopting your techniques. Perhaps a trading competition would settle this. Other YouTubers with larger commodity... I don't care, man. Because I'm the lifer, man. And they'll never be able to do it the way I do it. And they'll never be able to figure out what I figure out. And they'll never be able to go as far as I go. And they'll never be able to work as hard as me. I don't live in fear. See, that's a fear statement, right? I don't need a trading competition. I might want to go to Dubai for a week and hang out with my wife and not want to trade against these clowns. I don't do what other people want me to do. I do what I want to do. Done. Sam is the man. Love you, brother. Keep up the great work. I run this show, man. I realized, man, when I was walking around Miami and I was meeting everybody, I was like, the lifer's going to run this entire game soon. Mark my words, man. My friend is a speaker at the conference down there. Which one? What's his name, man? Let me know. I'll meet him up and we'll talk about it. Andrea Ocampo. Oh, cool. I'll talk to her. At the Women's Web3? What about the lady that turned $1 into 100 in a week? Right? Miss Jackson? This woman right here, Miss Jackson? See? Have a fabulous day, everyone. You're the man, Sam. Say hi to Andrea Ocampo for me if you get a chance. Good friend of ours. I definitely will, man. All set. Shout out to Dustin Cava. Love learning. Jamie and everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So we got Bitcoin in the flag here. We're watching it in the 1 hour time frame. Likely because of the 2 hour and the 4 hour, just to make an M pattern and dump to the downside. That bearish divergence is sitting on that 7 minute, and we have a heavy resistance at 16,900. All right. Can we hold 16,008 so far? We are. We're kind of in a bit of a zone here. All right. I showed you exactly what I'm thinking and what's going on. Aggressive entry would be now for a flag move to the upside on the 30 minute or the 1 hour time frame. Could happen. We could easily just come up, hit resistance, and not break above it. So We did put in a higher high. I'm expecting a higher low. So somewhere in this area for a bit of a bounce would make the most sense. So the M happening and the bounce down to the downside, then this could be a possible beautiful retest long for a move back up to this area. All right. I don't like the 22-hour too much. It's headed back to the upside on that move, but it's lackluster as it's overbought again and really just kind of playing games up there a little too long. The daily also expecting a bit of a move to the downside. All right. One thing I also want to see is this USD chart here on Coinbase, which is like my zoom out chart that I like to look at. And remember, we had this for you that no one else is talking about. And this is this falling wedge here on the daily time frame with a high range, a mid range, and a low range. We're at the low range right now. We're going to bounce all the way to this upside and likely get rejected by that point of control at 18,600 if we even get a move there. We have beautiful divergence on the daily that is very strong. I mean, look at it. 9 out of 10 times, you're going to get a move back to the upside. Looking like the daily might actually pin up here and do something like this and get the move. However, this is going to be the deal. So if we do see some euphoric bullishness and we do pump all the way back up to 18,000 and on our way, you know, and we hit like 18.8, 18.9, even if we wick all the way up here for a bull, we could wick up all the way up here for a bull trap, come back into this pattern. So I just want this to be understood too and to watch this closely, right? Now, remember, we were pointing this out on the 3-day chart and showing you how strong that bullish divergence is. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. I mean, that's reversal city, baby. You know, it really is. 3-day chart looks like there's going to be a reversal for Bitcoin. I have the measured move back here at $25,000. So, again, you heard it here first. If it does happen, we showed you the 3-day chart, the MACD turning, the RSI, and the stochastics ready to rock. Boom. And so you're saying no one's going to be able to do my special sauce, man. You're like, people are adopting your techniques. Impossible. My brain sees things so differently than the rest of the world. It's literally impossible for someone to steal my techniques. And honestly, I progress every single day and continue to go to higher levels. So, like, if they're not working every day, I'm just going to blow them out the water, man. So I don't live in fear. I don't worry about these other people on YouTube developing my techniques. And honestly, one day I'll call them out and be like, yo, man, like, where'd you learn that? How'd you figure that out? You know, you take my beginner's course for $99, change your life? Maybe you did. The thing is, I could die tomorrow. There's no guarantees that I'll be here tomorrow. So I'm not worried about what someone's doing because it doesn't have anything to do with my life, right? So it is what it is. It's 9:27. I got to get out of here and get to Web3, which is a half an hour away by Uber. It was actually something I wanted to go to. There's a breakfast there this morning, too. Crypto with the Sammy cup and handy, right? Best not to call them out. Let them be unrecognized. Yeah, exactly. Henlo, I love you, Lifer. Shout out to Lifer Friend. Shout out to Sierra. Shout out to West Saldivar. Shout out to Shizdog 21. Shout outs to Love Learning, Jamie Zeno, CNC Ireland, Dustin Kava. All the beautiful people here on the live stream. Mano Ipruk. Meluel, man. You're the man, dude. Meluel. Miss Jackson. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Shout out to Elton Jeffs. Man. Jose Oliveira. Jonah Long. Harrison 1028. And Crypto Muser. My man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for being here. May God bless you. May God bless you. May you live in light, love, and the pursuit of happiness, everybody. All right. Let's take a look at the world markets. Let's take a look at the ES1 and see what's happening to ES1. I beat Bitcoin like a dead horse. Doesn't sound right. Who would want to beat a dead horse, man? That's horrible. I'm going to start using that statement. That statement's horrible. But we went over Bitcoin thoroughly. That's the right way to say it, right? So let's take a look at the S&P and what I see happening. Now, the S&P on the 3-day looks completely uncorrelated, like it wants to dump on the 3-day, and it's in a rising wedge. It's not a good sign. Worries me. Doesn't look too good. You have rising price with falling volume. Tells you that you're going to take a nasty drop. So, again, are we going to see some type of market folly? This is very interesting. And and again, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. This says the S&P will dump to this area, but Bitcoin will be pumping. And that says, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. That means some huge geopolitical news is going to come out. A country's going to go down. Their currency is going to collapse. They're going to have to adopt Bitcoin at the last minute to save themselves. You see? And so it's weird. We're seeing, normally they've been correlated. Right now they're not on the 3-day chart at all. You're overbought extremely on the 3-day on the S&P. You're oversold extremely for Bitcoin. All right? These are things that most people will never even think to do or go over. These guys don't have the staying power, man. I don't know. You got in my head a little bit. Because I'm like, wait, are they taking my secrets now? So look, we still got this kind of cup and handle here. The S&P is still hugging this bottom trend line. My humble opinion, it kind of broke it. And now it's bearishly retesting outside of the zone. And it's bearishly retesting this point of control. That doesn't look good. And we lose this point of control. We're headed right here to this high volume node and the 200 simple moving average. So it's likely we're going to end up somewhere in the zone for the S&P. So if you're a stock trader, just be careful. S&P looks like it could take a move. However, the 4-hour is oversold, unlike Bitcoin, which is overbought. But it could also just kind of mill down here. So, but we are low on the RSI and the stochastics. Tells me that we could get a move to the upside for the S&P. So I've been watching this closely. I go over it every day. We talk about it a lot. The 1 hour to me is flirting with disaster. The 1 hour is flirting with this point of control here and, dabbling with the idea that it may not make it back above the zone. Okay. I'll put it back inside the pattern. I'll be cute about it. But that's got to be a bounce sometime sooner than later. Okay, and that would get all the way up here, and that makes an M. And the M is getting rejected by this top level at 40,055, right? And same idea here. So if we do get the pump on the 4-hour, you're looking to make a way higher high somewhere out here. You do not want to make the M. The M would break down, and then the rising wedge breaks down to here. So we're already projecting some ideas for the S&P. I'll leave it as such. Okay, that's good alpha right there, though. I mean, for me, as I saw that, I was like, damn, if I watched a YouTuber tell me that, I'd be super hyped right now. I was like, thank God I told myself about the S&P right now. I am an observer and the YouTuber at the same time. I can be both people. I'm just like you watching a YouTuber, right? And I'm the YouTuber. Total market cap in the same flag Bitcoin's in with the breakout. And I talked about $800 billion. Remember, how many days did I go over $800 billion? Raise your hand if I said $800 billion, $800 billion. We need to get above $800 billion. And we made this M here, and we couldn't get above it. And it was shocking. Now we broke out. We could be SR flipping $800 billion. I just got deja vu. Oh, weird. I just got deja vu that we ate. Yo, that's so strange. I just got the strongest sense of deja vu that we SR flipped the $800 billion market cap area, and we never looked back. Don't hold me to it. I'm not a psychic, but sometimes I feel like I am. I predicted COVID before it happened. I mean, I told people it was going to come here and be all over the place. Anyone here on the stream can attest to that. It's so crazy. I found Bitcoin at $350 by $500. Really, and by $1,000, I was telling everyone, man, if you don't understand what this tech is, you're sleeping under a rock. Like, figured out what Ethereum was early, Litecoin early. Then I figured out EGLD early. I figured Phantom early. I found Cake early. Man, I found Cardano at 2 cents. If I went through everything that I found early, most people wouldn't believe me. They'd be like, no. I'm like, yeah, I got a gift, baby. I don't have a gift with the TA, but I got a gift finding certain projects and knowing which one can make a move. And I like to invest in the people that make the project, not just the project. It's about the people that make the project. You're investing in people. That's why when I went here and I sat with DeFi Kingdoms and we really broke it down, you're like, dude, these are the people you want to be around. People that are willing to grind in a bear market, spend their money at an event, and really get out there. Everyone's going to be there during the bull market at the next Decentral Miami, right? 2-3 years from now, it's going to be out of control. I'm going to have to come here every single year for Decentral Miami. Hope I'll come to this same exact condo over and over again. It has really good Wi-Fi, man, and I don't want to risk it anywhere else. So look, we're hoping this 1 hour can get a move to the upside. However, we have heavy resistance now at $815 billion, right? Can we stay above $800 billion is the question. That's what everybody wants to know, all right? And look, we did break out of this to the upside, exactly what happened. But look, now, like I showed you before, we're in a bigger channel. And this bigger channel is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. This would end up all the way back down here to $760 billion. This shoulder, this head and the shoulder did break to the upside. Can we complete the mission? If we hit here, this will be basically the measured move. Why? Because you got to take the neckline to the head and then swing it when you break out of the right shoulder. And it's actually somewhere up in here at like $850 billion. Okay? Damn, my knee hurts. Dang, my knee hurts. So we're going to watch the total market cap and all of cryptocurrency as well. Let's look at the DXY now and break it down. Shout out to everyone. This is my fun song. I love this song. I always boom up the music on this song. Yeah. Let's go. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. Did you work out today? Are you taking care of yourself? Heart, mind, and body, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all. Thank you for jumping on into the live stream with the Crypto Lifer. You are with the Crypto Lifer. Double bottom here to the upside. Got rejected by the DXY. Nasty rejection. Look at that shoulder, head, and shoulder. That gave you nothing. What a nasty pattern. Look at that thing. That thing is gross. And this is great. I mean, we're making higher lows. I mean, look what we've been doing ever since. The dollar index really, once we called that really high, and I called the top of the dollar index. Anyone know? Did anyone see the day that I called the top of the dollar index? I said, this is the top. I said, there's too much bearish divergence in the 2-week chart. I said, this is a wrap. And so far, it's been a wrap. So look, this is a rising wedge that broke to the downside. And this has a measured move all the way down here. You're looking for a double bottom possibly for the dollar index. And we're starting to dump. We take a look at our daily time frame. It's getting extended, but really not. And the 22-hour is about to dump too. It's interesting. We may see a dump again for the dollar and Bitcoin together. We do see wicks to the upside. They're trying to propel it. This is a slight double bottom, and you see some strong bullish divergence here on the daily. That is bullish divergence. It's a swing up. That's a swing down. That's a bullish divergence, but we popped and really couldn't get above the resistance. We have heavy resistance at 106 now for the dollar index. So this 22-hour looks like it's going to dump to the downside. You're in a rising wedge here on the 2-hour time frame. Remember, so we could get a one move, fake out, rejection, and a break back to the downside. All right. But we're going to watch this closely. The 1 hour does look, and the 2 hour both want to pump back up, which is going to give Bitcoin a little bit of trouble. Okay. And now you can even put this in a bit of a flag, like you're putting the S&P in. And again, you're looking here for the double bottom. You don't want to get above 106.74. You don't want to get above 106.97 for the dollar index. All right. We did break out of this rising wedge. We breached this long-term trend line. All right. So it's very, very interesting. So there's the DXY on the 4 hour time frame. Very overbought. Yeah, it could make a move, but the bigger time frames are telling you that more pain can be coming. More pain may be coming. Let's take a look at the 20. Do I see some bearish divergence too? No, not really. Nothing crazy yet. Slight, though. That's like flat, and that's a downtrend. It's slight hidden bullish right there. I mean, hidden bearish. Like, that's swing down to swing down. That doesn't swing down. It's like that's a little bit of hidden bearish. So we're going to keep watching this closely, too, as well, like we do every single day, right? And then one last thing I want to show you is Total 3. You may not know what it is, right? A lot of people don't, and a lot of people have never seen it before. What is Total 3? What's going on with it? Well, Total 3 is the market cap of all the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay? That's what it is. So when you're looking at it here, see, I had it in this channel. You do have this beautiful bullish divergence. This is swinging up. That is swinging down. We have a lot of action on the 3-day chart. So the 3-day, which is a go-to chart I'm on that I do like, doesn't always play out 100%, right? Nothing does in cryptocurrency or trading or, in life in general. And this is part of life. So nothing's 100% because you're living in life. And life doesn't do that. Anything you equate inside the life realm isn't 100%. It just is what it is. So look, it happened as best as it can. So look, we're looking for this rounded bottom possibly for the total through market cap of all the cryptocurrencies, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So these are all the little coins, all the altcoins, right? And they're starting to get that tight moving average. Hopefully you can gravitate back up to the 200 simple, that old, that old Wild Wild West trick I play. But look, we're overbought, oversold here. We have lack of bearish momentum on the MACD, and the 3-day is looking really bullish with this bullish divergence. So altcoins, could they make a bit of a move here and get all the way back up to $585 billion? That would be a lot of money flowing back in to the altcoins. So we're getting some mixed signals today. It's not all easy peasy, I'll tell you that. You know, I still haven't really found my trade of the day, right? All right. Perhaps a trading competition. Well, I can't believe I'm still looking at that. Yep. Hail fellow lifers. Desire, dedication, discipline, and determination equals the lifer. You guys watch the BTC Live Liquidations channel. Yes, Dustin, total lover of life over here. Nice to meet you. What up, Stack? Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Thank you for the update, Stack. I've been running around, man. Super, super busy. Just like flying around the city every 2 seconds. Work outside of Anacortes at a shipyard. I don't know what that is. Alberta is what, 7 a.m. I work on West Coast Islands. Okay. Super chats. Ideas around DOGE. So I talked about DOGE, and I went over it in my trading group. All right. I went over it in depth, really. You should join my trading group if you want an in-depth thought on DOGE. Seriously. Like, even though I know you brought you should just join the trading group, man. I went over it so hard. I made a video about it last night. CTX is the trade of the day. Clintex? Isn't that Clintex? I don't even know what that is or where I can find it. CTX? DeFi coins are popping. Yeah, they are. A little bit. Lifer Vision trading course is stunning. Lifer is a calm, focused teacher. I share my experience, 2 hours teaching from A to Z. Everyone jump on into class. I see so many people hit me up like, oh, no, blah, blah, blah. Take the class and just stop playing games. It's like so inexpensive for what I teach it for. Like, take the class. I don't have the banner right now because thank God too that this all happened today and not on Monday. It could have been worse. See, I just found a positive out of this. Could have been way worse. You know what I mean? Things could always be worse. Remember that. Cherish the good times, baby, and remember that you'll never be here forever. All right. And I was looking at near 3S for possible moves, but look at, these coins are down, battered down. Kyber Network looks like it's about to move. Look at that. They got some special sauce brewing. That's a flag. Everything's in these flags, though. And remember, either I got too much on my mind, or it's just the market's just not giving me that presentative feel. You know, I got a lot of indecision moves here. Dude, I was heavy into tone. Tone pumped last night. Nice. I'm starting to buy into this thing and hold it long term. T-Food. I believe it could do some big deals, man. And honestly, I met the LYXE team yesterday. Unbelievable guys, or a couple guys, maybe not the team, but guys that are really into LYXE. And honestly, they really changed the way because they reinforced a lot of the things that I think about this coin. You know? Took that huge tear to the upside. And honestly, this has deals with some of the biggest brands in the world. This coin is no joke. LYXE. And when it pumps so hard. And that's what we know about it, right? Patterns are so weirded out right now. Look at this pattern. It's so Can you break back to the upside? The daily on this looks like it could move. The structure is just insane. It's ugly. I've never I don't even know if I've seen anything like this before. It's like an M or slanted. I don't know. It's absurd. This is insane. You put it in the bugle. I guess you got it in this, the broadening rising wedge. It's a bullish sign. If we can break out of this to the upside, you do have strong bullish divergence here on the daily time frame. Y'all gonna sleep on CTX. All right. It's you're the greatest. You said CTX, so everything you say is great, right? So we all have to buy it now because you said it, right? And if we don't look at it, we're all the worst and we're sleeping. Everyone has this big ego, man. Go make a YouTube channel and talk about CTX for 2 hours and get it off your chest. You know what I mean? Might make you feel better. I'm gonna deep dive it. I don't know what it is, and I don't like to be ignorant, so I'm not gonna play like I don't know what it is. $7.8 million market cap seems like a rug. You know what I mean? But you never know. I don't know. I don't want to fight it. Look at that Bart Simpson. It did just get rugged. Look at that Bart Simpson. All right. Crypto is focused on building innovative open source financial solutions for global crypto community. Ah, man, I heard that 1,000 times from 1,000 companies. Such a rehashed version of garbage. I'm so sick of that. Using Ethereum smart contract system, Crypto is able to build decentralized financial solutions such as total market cap token, TCAP, and many others. With real-world data on Ethereum blockchain along with collateralized backings from generating tokens, these solutions were previously not possible without a centralized custodian or manager. Now Cryptex is providing the framework for decentralized financial solutions that offer exposure to more than just Bitcoin, ETH, and DeFi tokens. How to read and analyze a white paper. That's a really good thing you should look at. What are fan tokens? What are automated market makers? This is great. I suggest everyone go and grab these links here and really just like that's amazing. When they come with hyperlinks, everyone in my trading group should spend an hour today, hit all those links and read all that stuff. You know, SLE's price, I don't know about that, but yeah, I'm just going to post it. So they didn't come as links. Wow, that's whack. I'm going to delete it. But I think this is something you should definitely do yourself today or whenever you get a chance. Really good information. How to read a white paper. What are crypto debit cards? What is Web 3.0? What is yield farming? Crypto lending? What is the metaverse? Just like, you know, get yourself involved. Okay. So this is on the Coinbase exchange, CTX, Gemini, Sushi Swap, and Huobi Global. All right, let's take a look at it. CTX. I like LYXE. LYXE. Remember I said it. All right, and it's on Coinbase here. Let's take a look on Coinbase. So this is all the way at the downtrend. It's beat to the ground. This thing has been sold off, rug pulled, and honestly, I'm moving on right now. All right. I mean, you would be buying the absolute bottom of this project. For me, 229, like I'd have to throw, you know, I don't know, man. Sounds like a dev trying to get himself some love here. He saw me at the show yesterday, and he's like, yo, like, get on that live stream and push your you know, you see this bigger, like, double bullish divergence. I get it. It says you should get a move back to the upside. The 3 days low, you could get a move out of this falling wedge for gains. It did just come out on September and February. It's still somewhat, it's not even a year old, you know. %, gains. I'm not touching it. I just want to make that real clear. I'm not going near that thing. So, doesn't mean that like a month from now I might not learn more about the project and begin to dollar cost average into it. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that. So, just I could change my tune. Now it's on my radar. I know what it is now. I'll keep it. You know, I'll be somewhat privy to what goes on. So crazy. CAG just never really delivered. Like we got that 21% pump, and then it never delivered with the fan token of the World Cup. Just never got that love that we thought we would get, right? Everything's in that 3-day chart, though, like Bitcoin is, that does want to reverse back to the upside. We take a look at our daily chart for CAG, and it's funny, everything's in this, like this is a garbage pattern, but it's a broadening wedge. You see it? Normally, what these do is they break back up here. I'll show you. They break up. We barely go over this pattern. It's very rare. They break up. They usually come back down to here, bounce. And that's really where the entry should be on these insane patterns. All right. Aggressive entry right now, too, as well. Point of control has to be revisited. CAG. So strange, right? On the daily time frame. Now, this looks like it could get a move back to the upside. What you want to do is you want to just negate this strange in and out stuff that happened, right? In, back in the pattern, out, back in the pattern. And this is the falling wedge. That could break up 68% of the time. Let's zoom in there for you and show you what I mean. And there's your measured move. I think that would be about 25%. I could be wrong. Let's take a look. 90 actually be huge gains for CAG. So we're watching it with the World Cup. We could get that movement. More people are going to know what it is, know about its utility, and really put it to work. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. All right. How we got the likes in the watchers up. I didn't check today. I don't feel like bogging over it. I'm just in too good of a mood here. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. I'm in Miami. I got 12,000 views yesterday. More views than I ever got in one day, really, almost. Like, we pumped out so much content. We nailed it. But where is everybody, man? I guess everyone's waiting at the 10 a.m. time, and then they're like, oh, he's not there, right? And they're going to see that the stream's already up and running. They're like, I missed the lifer. Dude, I'm in Miami. I told everyone I was going to Decentral Miami, right? What am I going to do from 10 to 12? Miss half of the conference, get there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then leave at 4, like 5. No. I got to do my live stream early. I got to go and meet who I need to meet. I got to get out there. I'm getting out there for each and every one of you. The more people I meet, the more I can bring to the table. And the more I can learn and the more opportunity I can provide for each and every one of you. I'm telling you right now. So, like, indirectly, this will affect you if you ride with me for the rest of your life. Like, this will affect you. Pay for the year. These are for my yearly people. These are for my monthly people. These are my people who go hard. Shout out to everybody that joined for the year, man. You all deserve that discount because you rode with me loyally. All the people that lived in fear and didn't pull that trigger, I get it. You didn't want to pull that 700, but man, probably ended up spending $99 a month for the next year. Had a beautiful deal in your hands waiting right there for a guy that never takes a day off. Like, I've proved my reputation at this point. All I need to do is keep doing it. Hands down, like, and there's a reason why so many people join. I'll tell you, if I told you how many people joined, you wouldn't believe me. You wouldn't believe me. And I don't want to brag or be rude, so I'm not going to put it out there because you could do the math. But, I mean, unreal. Unreal. And may God, as my witness, bless each and every one of you for blessing me. Amen. You know, I provide a good service. You paid for it. An honorable exchange. And may God keep us both whole. And I love you all. Thank you so much for the $10.58 in chat revenue. May God bless you for coming on in. Congrats to everyone that joined for the year. Yeah, it was awesome. It was what a move. I'll welcome everyone. It's a lot. Sam, pardon my French, man. No worries, man. Lifer friend, God bless. Keep doing what you do. Shout out to Timmy313. I got a blank loan to pay bills and buy the 3-month. You're funny. What is happening with DEGO? Probably just got picked up and pumped and dumped by a trading group. I'm in Cali time, so the stream starts super early, but I work the graveyard, so it's all good. Man, that's not easy. Yeah, and CZ got a mainnet launching too coming out, right? If you have any questions about your 99 membership course registration and would like to pay with crypto, please email cryptolifers@gmail. And another thing that people don't realize is cryptolifer.com. 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 Jamie, we need a QR code for this, right? And that links people right to where they can join the Discord. And I could be handing them out today at the thing. And remember, I brought up the QR code like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? I want to start implementing my ideas within 5 days, man. I love my team. I love you all. I want to. If you knew how much I want to progress and how, like, I'm on I got so much energy. I want to move. And I just want to progress this whole movement as fast as humanly possible, man. And I learn patience every day and I grind every day, but this is just, I love being a part of the movement. I love being a part of this, and yeah, I can't wait for more, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all right? So CAG looking like it could make a bit of a move here, right? Back to the upside. Oversold on that daily time frame, but again, if Bitcoin takes a dump, this will take a dump, and just be careful. Nothing is guaranteed. Just because it looks good, nothing is guaranteed. Anything is possible, all right? And the second you realize that, then you realize that. If you think you could be a millionaire, who here thinks they could be a millionaire within a year? Who here honestly thinks in a year from now they could be a millionaire? Who here's, I mean, some people you already are a millionaire, I know that. But who here is not a millionaire? Maybe is worth 50 grand, maybe 10 grand, maybe. Who here believes in their heart of hearts that 1 year from now, from this date to the next date, they could have $1 million in the bank account? Who believes that? Who believes it? Who truly, truly believes it? I don't, I lost all. See? Negative thought process. Not going to get you there. I'll be one, and I'm not even worth 5K yet. My man. If you don't believe it, it will not happen. If you don't believe it, it will not happen. Let me say that again. If you don't believe it, it will not happen. You must make it happen. You are the catalyst to your life. No one's going to come and pick you up. Nobody came and gave me a business. Nobody came and gave me skills. Nobody came and did a dang thing for me. Look at the 777s, man. I tell you, they're everywhere. They just disappeared, but they were there. You saw them. They're all the time now. I see them every day now. Trying to buy the kids' clothes and groceries, bro. Zero greed, I believe. If ADA goes 5x from here, I could become a millionaire. So I think it's very possible. Yeah. And that's the thing. People will think, this is another issue. They got people thinking that if you desire to become a millionaire, you're a greedy person. No, not at all. That's like a garden saying that it's not allowed to grow as many flowers as possible. A garden's allowed to grow. Let your garden grow financially, spiritually, emotionally, personally. Let your garden grow, baby. Let your garden grow. Seriously. Stop telling yourself that it's rude to gain yourself financially. Love money. Money is great. You can do amazing things for people with money. You can hand $100 bills to people in the street that really need it. You can get free water for people that don't have it. You can do so many things for other people if you get yourself situated. But if you're working a 9 to 5 or 9 to 5 and you don't get that $1 million in the bank and you can't breathe easy, then you can't like when do you have time to sit and think how you can change the world? The whole point is to become financially free so you can help others become financially free so you can then become a catalyst for progressive movement throughout the world. That's what the money's for, not for buying Mercedes, not for driving around in a Bentley, not for looking at my Frank Mueller watch. That's not what it's about. It's about changing other lives once you change your life. That's what it's about. Working on my second million now, my man. When I get my mills, I'm gonna back fast to the fam. I'm giving back fast to the family. I believe by no one in my circle helps, even fam. Hey, no one will help, man. You got to do it on your own, man. You can feed the poor in underdeveloped countries like Afghanistan. Exactly what we did. We did that as a whole. We gave $5,000 to the people of Afghanistan. It was $4,800, but man, it was amazing what we did. Absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? Continue to feed those people. On my way, baby. I love this. 1 million, baby. Working on my second million now. After I became a millionaire, I'm going to start my own rehab and run it with my wife. She's going to school for it now to prep. See, you're already getting it in set to go. I love this. The USD and FTTX collapse really wrecked me hard, but I'm going to stand up tall and make it with your lifers. Man, I'm so sorry that you got bogged down by that. Let us pray that somehow, some way, things work out. We don't know. But if you know what? Maybe that made you the strongest person you're ever going to become. Maybe 10 years from now, someone you know is going to lose it all, and you're going to know exactly how to coach them through that moment because you've been there. See, everything you went is for others. If you realize that your whole life is for others, then you don't get upset when bad things happen to you because you can use that to help somebody else. So you can find a positive out of any single thing that happens to you in your life if you want to, if you choose to, if you believe in it, right? And you can get all the way up, man. Shout out to the 339 people on the like button, 393 people on the viewership. May God bless each and every one of you. Amen. Lifer, I can help you out with social media. I can help make commercials, posting social media. I'm a full-time the money's coming at home teacher. We pulled out autistic son out of public schools, so I have free time. All right, email cryptolifers@gmail.com, man, and let us know. We will want to see how you do for a couple weeks first. And then if it works out, we'll bring you into the fold, man. We do need an extra person in social media. Like I wouldn't mind one more person. Like taking control of the TikTok. Someone for each social. Like I would like someone that says, I only do TikTok and I nail it. And like they post 3 to 5 TikToks videos a day. Maybe that only takes them 2 hours of their day, right? And so in a week, that's a 14-hour week. But that's huge if all you focus on is my TikTok, right? So I'm trying to find people that are willing to just focus on one section of my process at once. And I think that's how we're really going to get to the next level. All right. I do hire right from the crew. I hire right here. I hire right from this pool, man. I've taken all my employees came from this pool right here, from my live stream pool. All right. I can work on social media. If you believe that you have what it takes, if you're willing to go 1 month for completely free and grind with me and show me who you are and show me what you can do, because I've already showed everyone who I am. So I'm not forking out money for someone who's going to fake it. I'm going to make, you got to work. I live streamed for free for 2.5 years before I got a penny. All right. So I know exactly what it is. And I mentored at another trading group for 4 years without getting a penny. Okay. So I put in 6 years for free before I even see a penny in this game. Like when it came to like actually teaching, I made money on trading, fine. But to actually get back, so I'm willing, so I'm looking for those type of people. I'm looking for those type of people. Are you willing to grind? Are you willing to go all the way? Do you want it as bad as me? Do you want to be a part of the greatest team in crypto or in the world? Do you want to be around positive energy, good vibes, progressive natures, and do you want to really help us change the world one step at a time? If you're out there, if you believe in yourself, if you have what it takes, if you're not going to complain and moan, if you're going to always bring up a positive effect, if you're going to help the team, I would love to have you, all right? We'll work for friends, my man. Anyone who wants a run can contact me. There you go. Jamie will vet you, and he'll put you through the ringer, baby. Invest now. The Lifer way back 16 to 19K again. It's a Lifer trend. Invest now. The Lifer way back Bitcoin 16 to 19K again. It's a Lifer trend. Believe this is real. Yeah, we went from 16K to 69,000. We did it already. Good morning, Lifer. Was anything decided on for tutoring specials? We already did all the tutoring specials for a whole week, man. Where you been? Friday. Where the heck have you been? That's insane. For 5 days, we ran a tutoring special. Oh, you're asking for the other things? I told you to email my wife, and she'll tell you. I'm not making those decisions, man. I don't have time for that. Don't make me do that. I'm not bartering prices with you. My wife does that. Go email my wife at CryptoLifers.com, and she will hook you up. I don't know why everyone, I told you that before. Still waiting on the sticker for the car. You're getting a sticker for the car too, T-Money? That's amazing. We have 2 people now that are going to sticker their cars. Another guy in Alberta, Medicine Hat, Canada. He did it. Thank you so much, man. Invest in the Lifer way. Hey, I don't mind being myself sometimes. And when you're live streaming every single day, eventually you're going to be yourself, right? Can't put on this fake persona like, I need to hide who I am every day so everyone can see this perfect YouTuber. Just doesn't work like that, right? I don't want to be known as that. I want to be, to me, it's like, So Pocket Network has been on my radar, right? I've been watching it. They've been talking about token metrics too as well. Token metrics pick. I've been kind of glued into this thing. Still tight in the zone here. And bouncing off this major support zone. 1 hour time frame's not in our flavor yet. Let's take a look at the 4 hour and the daily, though. That's what I want to look at. Pocket Network. Hear about it again. Coins you've never heard about in your life every single day. I found more coins yesterday. Me and Muser found more coins. We found more coins last night, right, bro? What did we find? We found some new coins last night that we've never seen before. Exciting times. 54% coming out of the Pocket Network if we can break out of the zone. Let's take a look at the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame's a little bit too high, too bogged down and overbought on the stochastics. Lack of MACD movement, but it's getting tight. It did break out. You see that? It did breach the trend line, getting rejected by the 200 simple. 12 hour time frame has gas. 6 hour time frame's a little spent. So everything's a little spent. Interesting. We got a scalp even on the side. So I believe it's just going to continue to go sideways. We're going to wait for the bigger time frames to kind of get ready to shoot off. But I am watching this Pocket Network. I believe there's going to be some 54% gains coming out of it in the next 10 to 12 days, something like that. Again, I could be 100% wrong, but the technical analysis is leading me down a path of statistical probabilities. Hey, Lifer, I got out of crypto for a few months. I'm happy to be back. You're the man. Hey, thank you so much. U.S. home sales down 37% year on year. Yep. And they're going to continue to fall. April will be a great time to buy a home. I'm telling you right now. Alex, we don't chill here. We give technical analysis. That's what we do. Yep. Kishu Inu, Baby Foki, and Akitu will be 100% X gems. Maybe. I bought Kishu Inu. I still have some from back in the day. And things are, I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. Yeah, we're ready to build, everyone. We are building in the bear market. We are building in the bear market. If you start social media, you get more people to know about me. You get more people to join the trading group. You're valuable to me, right? You show me, hey, dude, I gave these metrics. Boom, boom, boom. So then you work a paycheck, and I can get everyone to do that around the world. We got 50 of y'all. We should have 50 employees grinding right now on all different things. Twitter, this, that, boom, boom, boom. Jamie should be running literally group meetings with like 10 people in each department. this, boom, boom. I'm telling you, we're getting there. I'm going to come home after sitting with a lot of these other people and seeing kind of how they operate and what they do. You know, it's time we step up our game to a high level. To a high level. And I'm ready to make that next progressive move. And I love investing back in my company. CryptoLifer.com, $7,000. The website, $3,000. The payment network, another $2,000. I mean, you're talking a $15,000 investment right here with CryptoLifer.com. Because a .com gets you so much further in life than the IO that I had. If you spend $9,000 on SEO, you'll get whatever, you know, you'll get, let's do it in like view jewel token idea. Like I'm going to make an idea, like a social media engagement idea. But you spend $9,000 on an IO. You don't get that consistent SEO years later. And it's almost like a waste of money if you don't have a .com. I'm telling you right now. So if you start SEOing a .io or something that's not a .com, you're already throwing money down the garbage. So I found out who owned CryptoLifer.com. I made them an offer they couldn't refuse, and I snatched it for $7,000. All right? This is dead. This is serious stuff, man, because I'm willing to grow my company. A true person puts money back. I didn't buy myself a $7,000 watch. I didn't go buy myself a nice car. I didn't go lease an Audi, right? I kept my Hyundai Santa Fe, and I bought my CryptoLifer.com website. I hired more employees, right? I got more people involved. That's how you grow, all right? So I also think being around me isn't just a trading group. This is an entrepreneurial group. You will learn how to entrepreneur your life. You will learn how to do what you say you're going to do and do it every single day. This is what it is. I'm a CEO and founder of a gosh dang company and a trader. Like, this is getting serious. And I'm a rep. But shout out to everybody here. And the story. Let's break down the story. Last night, I go to the VIP dinner at the Women Web3 Conference. All right? Regular dinner, Women Web3 Conference. Look, he's finding my invert. This guy's so funny, man. I love everybody. They're all great. But, like, some people are remedial, man. Right? I'm not saying he is. I don't know. I love everybody on YouTube, man. They're the best. Look, he has 70,000 people on his channel, and I got more people watching me than him. I'm just saying. He has twice, almost twice the subscribers as me, and I'm pounding the pavement on this dude. You know what I mean? He's trying to take my morning slot. He can't do it. He ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna take his night slot. You know what I mean? If he keeps coming for my morning slot, I'm gonna take his night slot. Yo, if you don't think this is a competition, I don't know what to tell you, man. Love and miss you. Shout out to Crypto Lifer in the game. Babe, I played a fireman. I played a cop. It doesn't matter, okay? I like the Crypto Lifer, and I trade with Lifer. My name's Marky Mark, and that's it. It doesn't matter, babe. It doesn't matter. I played a cop. I played a fireman. Babe, it's going to be good. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to take care of it, babe. It doesn't matter, babe. After I do these crunches at the gym, I'm going to have my shake, and then I'm going to take you to the doctor. It's going to be fine.
Hey, everybody, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your ass. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, everybody, we're going to leave Meg at the gas station. Close the doors slowly. Don't make any noise.
I made that one up.
Everybody, when I'm in Quahog, I watch Crypto Lifer. I have a few beers at the local bar, and then I watch Crypto. I love Crypto Lifer. He's the best. I'm Peter Griffin. This is my family, and we watch Crypto Lifer every night when he's on, Saturday and Sundays, and every morning at 10 a.m. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard.
Thanks, Peter, man. You're the best, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime, Lifer.
Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. So, I just want to go. Also, did your favorite YouTuber jump on stage, grab the mic, and just completely rip it at the Women Web 3 Summit? Like, did your favorite YouTuber grab the mic and completely rip it at the Women Web 3 Summit? True story. I go to the Web 3 Summit. I'm sitting there quietly alone at my table. My guests that were supposed to be there were like 2 hours late. No, I'm just messing with you. I love you. But I'm messing with you. But I'm sitting there waiting, right? And I'm waiting. And eventually, like, I didn't know they were going to have hip-hop artists. They have all these different guys out there, and they start rapping. And some of them like, I started my career a year ago, started making music. One dude's like, I've been going for 2 years. And I was like, man, I rap for 20 years of my life, right? And I'm sitting there watching them on stage, and I'm like, and I'm just sitting there like, damn, I want that stage so bad. I want that mic in my hand so bad. And Crypto Music, get over here, man. This guy, I live stream, and that's why you always live stream. So I'm live streaming the event, And Crypto Music's like, you won't grab that mic.
That's right. I knew he was going to do it. If you saw it on the chat, I knew he was going to do it.
How? Like,
I just know your energy, man. I heard the rap and I saw you. You were recording. I was like, dude, I know he wants to be on that stage.
I started freestyling one time, right to the mic. Yeah, I started freestyling to the beat, and you were like, okay.
And I know you could do better, man.
So, one thing I like, they had good music, but they kept the mic too close to their faces. When you're using a mic, right when you talk, you say 3 words quickly. Your subconscious mind then figures out the frequency, and then you realize, well, that was muffled, that wasn't, and then you find the direction. This is long term. This comes from being on stage many times and having to have hundreds of mics in your hand, right? So right off the bat, you learn how to communicate the best with that sound system that they gave you, right? An amateur person doesn't know that, so they're just screaming in the mic. You can't hear what they're saying, and they don't realize it because the music's so loud. Yeah, I saw that at the event, and I said, man, I want to make a nice, clear, spoken word. Everyone's gonna hear me, and I'm gonna just completely nail it, right? And so they finished their set. Everything seemed cool. And I ran up to the side of the stage, and I was like, yo, can I get that mic? And the dude was like, yo, you can get that mic. So let's look what happened, man. We got to watch this. Like, this was crazy. Like, and the crowd went insane at the end. There was like 100, 150 people there. It was pretty nuts. I mean, it wasn't huge, but I hadn't been on stage rapping in a long time, right? And other people like, oh, he's a rapper now, blah, blah, blah. I did make music for 20 years of my life. It was something I did. I can never do, when I'm up streaming, they won't let me download, So I can never really watch. My other computer, my internet's top notch. And they said this internet was 683 megabits per second. They lied. I did the screen test. It's only 378. So I don't know where they come up with that. Yeah. Anyway, watch this clip on your own. It's unbelievable. Listen to the crowd at the end. I say, I live in love. I tell them how I live stream every single day. Like, I put my name out there. Man, it was amazing. I said, we live in love. I said, this is the best place to be right now. Yo, the crowd went absolutely insane. It was insane. Like, I never expected it to happen. I was just sitting at a dinner. Who knew, right? But you travel the world. You meet people. You have great friends that push you to do cool, crazy things, man.
Gotta get them out there.
And I wasn't going to the dinner. I was like, dude, I don't want to take a 30-minute cab. I don't want to. And he looked at me. He's like, and I was like, I'm going to leave my buddy here. He's going to be all alone for the night. Because I wasn't sure if I could get him into the VIP dinner, And they were like, he was like, bro, you may meet someone that change your life tonight, man. He's like, you got to go.
That's right.
And I was like, when he said that, he like uplifted my spirits. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to this and have a good time tonight. And I met some amazing people. Can you check out Novacoin? Currently testing a new blockchain. 10 days old, 130 million. No, I will not go over a coin that's 10 days old with $130 million market cap. Thank you. I appreciate you, though. I will look at it on my own. I'll research it, and if I feel the need, I will present it to the group. But I will never just go over a little crap coin like that. Excuse my language. But that's irresponsible for me to go over that coin right now. Hands down. They could easily rug pull everyone here in the room, and I'm not doing that. So I love you. I appreciate the $5 pound. You're the man, must see media, but I'm not going to be going over Novacoin right now. Okay. Super chats, EWT and Novacoin. Not going to happen. All right. Let's take a look at EWT, Energy Web Token, which is actually starting to grow on me a little bit. What do you think of EWT, Nicolai? Okay. So I was watching it in this flag, this cup and handle, never really prevailed, battling with the lower area here and the point of control. It's got kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder forming, but tasty as, look, this is tasty as F. This is like, we got raw juices. They're $12, right? Fancy raw juice spot. The guy gave us one for free because we were at the crypto, and we didn't even realize it first,
He goes, for my crypto fam, one is on the house.
I didn't hear him, so I paid $12, and I'm like, $6 a piece. I'm like, these are like $9 in New York. I'm like, sometimes $10.
That's right.
And then we got 2 more, and they were 24, and I was like, wait, what happened? I'm like, I thought they were. He's like, I gave you the last one free, bro. And I was like, oh man, you're the man. I didn't even notice who gives you $12 juice for free when you walk in. And he became a subscriber right in front of me. People love crypto, and they love people that talk about crypto, man. And it spreads like wildfire, baby. So Energy Web Tokens in this tight channel. Look for it to kind of possibly come down and retest 318 one more time. Unless it can stay above this point of control and do a shoulder, a head, and an inverted head and shoulder. Interesting, I do see a bit of an inverted head and shoulder here on the 4-hour time frame. I wasn't supposed to live stream this long. You guys got me going. I think I went like 2 hours. Dang, I was only supposed to do a quickie. We got to get over to the event, man. But as you can see, the business I care about the most is my business, not everybody else's. You know what I mean? Because that's what got me here in the first place. So I don't stop doing what got me where I'm going. Makes sense to me, right? Keep it simple. The horse, I rode the horse to the water. Take care of the horse. You ain't drinking water. You know what I mean? Like, just do what it does so you can get it done. Know the what ifs so you can have the what wills. Because you don't have the what ifs, you won't know what will. You know? When you join the 99, you'll have a good life. Crypto Lifer, maybe you're not good at quickies. Oh. So you're going to make a sexual innuendo now in front of the kids, huh? How dare you? Going to send you a ticket to come home. I'll come home tomorrow, Friday, when I'm good and ready. She's just upset I'm having too much fun out here, you know? EWT up 60% on his inverted head and shoulders, but it's got to hold this point of control or bounce off this bottom trend line. It is interesting, but it doesn't look amazing. All right? Great streamer in the zone. Shout out to Finbook in the game, man. I appreciate you. I am in the zone right now. I feel it. I was like, I'm definitely in the zone. I got caught up. I got caught up in the zone. And I got caught up in the 6. Funny, I was looking at DEGO too. It's weird. Torum just kept ripping today. Starting to rip back up again. That's when you have to go to like the 7 or the 5 minute and just see what you're looking at. It's interesting. There's a possible scalp coming for this coin. No guarantees. I'm just 5 minute time frame showing some love here. This is XTM. Interesting. And thank God for my elites holding me down while I was traveling. I really appreciate that. I love you all more than you would ever know. May God bless you all. I put a lot into y'all, though. I love y'all. I gave you everything I had. You know? I don't see the full-blown go-ahead yet. Let's take a look back at Bitcoin before I get out of here for the day. I want more. You want more what? Super chats, Doge. I did this beautiful Doge Bitcoin update and all this stuff yesterday, so I just want people to join the group to get the Doge update. I don't want to give it for free. I don't want to just give it out today, you know? That's how I feel. I'm being grimy with it, you know? So we're just watching this flag for BTC at the end of the day. Still in the flag that we started the stream on, right? And we want to see if it could break on out. That's the question, all right? I got an amazing Doge update in the trading group, all right? I'm holding back Doge right now because I already did a huge thing, and I don't want to give out what I gave out. I don't want to give it away. So I'll do another join the group for the Doge update. Yeah. I'll make you salivate for that stuff, man. I'll make you cream for that. I'll make you, like, all day you're going to be like, damn, like, I didn't, just give him the 99. You know, it's still 330 for 3 months and the trading group, too. We still have a bear market deal. So, don't play yourself. You end up dismaying yourself. All right? Bro, my trades are banging. God, I love you. Shout out to Lifer Friend in the game, man. Keep doing damage, man. Keep doing damage. Dude, you stayed in the group every single day. You did what you were supposed to do. You found me. You learned from me. And you didn't go grab 100 other indicators. You didn't go grab 100 other people. You stayed focused, bro. Every time I go in the group, I see you. Like, you're in there at night. You're in there in the morning. You're in the middle of the day. I think you might win the Lifer Award of the month. I actually will give an award. Best Lifer of 2022. That's not an elite because the elite already got rewarded. Like they're my peoples. Crypto Lifer and Lifer need a long vacation together. It's coming. Up Sierra. Yeah, in December 17th, we're going to Florida to Sarasota. We rented a beautiful home with a beautiful pool, and we're going to have a blast. We're going to go to Anna Maria Island, our favorite beaches. We're going to go drive around. We're going to have a blast. And I'm excited. She's excited. We're excited. And we're going to have a good time. So that's December 17th to the 27th. I'll be back in Florida literally in 17 days. I basically spent as much time as I could in Florida from November to December, man. It's too cold in Boston. I ain't going back. Babe, just let me stay here, and then you could just, like, I'll make it 2 weeks, and then, we'll figure it out. Can't do award to many awesome people in there. Can't do awards, too many awesome people in there. I'm in the group and saw the video. Just wanted an update. Definitely understand. Lifer, baby. Okay. Usually I don't hold back, but there's not many, like, amazing trades out today. So we're watching this flag for Bitcoin. It's at resistance. It could make an M and dump all the way back down to my circled area at these point of control. If it can't break above this, look for a bounce off of this trend line. If it starts to break down, it will break into this pattern. If it breaks into this pattern, then we have to start considering the idea that it could break all the way back down to 15,098. So that's kind of what we were looking at. This flag will kind of be the catalyst. If it breaks up, we break above this, then we can start to make a move to the upside and get all the way to 17,700. If we get back above 17K and 17,000, it's going to be pretty substantial. To me, that's going to be a big deal because 17K has now been extreme resistance for a long time. So you can see Bitcoin's got to break above this resistance here at 16,900. It's got to break above this resistance. It went sideways basically the entire stream, right? And there you have it. Everyone also waiting. Jerome Powell speaking on December 13th. Is there someone speaking today too? Some Fed news today? I feel like there's minutes today or something. Could you Google minutes? I feel like there's like Fed minutes or something. I was getting wind of some news, like some Fed news today that could rock the markets. I'm seeing the markets are a little sketchy. Just a little sideways for the day, right? And I love my lifers, man. I got too big of a heart. I look at Doge. Doge is in this rising wedge, and it's got to stay in the rising wedge or it's going to break to the downside. Measured move is all the way to the point of control at about 0.95. Cool limit order down there would be kind of crispy because you'd be waiting on its downfall. And if it came down there, you might be swiping it up. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say should be financial advice. They have a meeting on the 1st, right? Yeah, so everyone knows they have a Fed meeting tomorrow. So they have minutes after the meeting where they're going to talk, right? Yeah. So Fed meeting tomorrow with minutes. If he says something horrible, so everyone's in that's why today is going to be a locked up day. It's going to be just like a Friday or a Saturday. It's going to be like, everyone's going to sit like a deer in headlights for the next 24 hours. That's just what it is. He says something hawkish, we're going to take a thump down to 15K. He says something bullish, we're going to go to 17.7. It's like pretty simple. And we'll take it from there. All right, everyone, I'm out for the day. I got to jump. I went way too long. This stream went way too long, out of control. I don't know why I went so long, but I love you all. Look at the 77s, 377 people here on the live stream. 77 every time, baby. 388 likes. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? 393 people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is when the stream just starts to build. Like, this is 10-10 when, like, we get to 4, then we get to 5, then we get to 8, 7, 1,000.
You guys get plenty of content all day. We'll be at the event soon, so get ready for a live stream coming soon.
I love you all. Have a great day. Be safe. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life.